Our nation's leaders at odds over the crisis at our southern border. There is talk of President Obama possibly using an executive order to move forward on immigration reform as Congress is set to take a 5-week vacation in a matter of days. Our political insiders are back. John LeBoutillier, Pat Caddell, and Doug Schoen. Thanks for being here.
Sure.
Well, let's get right to it. We're talking about immigration. This has been on everyone's mind. You can't get away from it. Today, Chris Wallace spent a lot of time on this on Fox News Sunday this morning, trying to get a clear answer from Representative Steve Scalise, the House Majority Whip-elect, as to whether the GOP at least will stay around during this upcoming recess, just a week away, to resolve to do something on this very pressing issue of immigration. Chris asked a question, basically trying to get to the bottom of this. Will they stick around? Take a listen.
We're not even on recess, Chris. We're here right now, and we're ready to work. We're going to do our job this week. If the president wants to sit back and just continue to point fingers at other people, he's the president of the United States. He could solve this problem today. He's been AWOL on it. He doesn't want to solve this problem, but we do. So we're going to stay, and we're going to work. We're going to get our job done.
Do you think they will stay? Do you think that it's important that they do, John?
Well, what bothers me about that answer is, rather than the process question of staying or not, why doesn't he use this time on national TV to spell out what our Republican plan is to fix the immigration and the border security problem? I didn't hear a word about the substance of the issue, which is, number one, people are still streaming in here. It's like a sieve down there. Nothing's being done to stop it. The border guards are 40 miles inland from the border.
And John, the president announced a plan to begin a pilot program to take people from Honduras to bring them in without them even having to get to the border.
Fly them in.
We're divided. There is no consensus. And I think it's a pretty obvious answer. The Congress should stay in session, period.
Right.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Well, the president has been criticized for saying he's going to take executive action, and yet Congress has yet to act on this. He's getting criticized. Or Congress and the president getting criticized.
Neither plan, none of them, the Democrats, the president, the Senate, the Democrats, or the House, or care about getting a deal. If they did, they would be in a room getting one. This isn't that hard to solve. They're into the politics of it. President Obama has changed his position about changing the 2008 law, which was a mistake, and encouraging people to come. He's changed his mind because he's under pressure from voting groups he cares about, immigration supporters. The Republicans are out there talking about deporting, which is the only thing they seem, John, to be able to speak about. And meanwhile, all they want to do is spend money. Nothing's going to happen this week. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, there's been frustration, Democrats, Republicans, Independents. We are getting tweets here from people, equal opportunity bashers. This one from Rosebud, Merba1515. This Congress is the greatest disgrace in American history. No POTUS working, no Congress working. Are you kidding?
Molly, let me answer that by asking a question, okay? What do Sarah Palin, Ted Cruz, Nancy Pelosi, and Barack Obama all have in common? They're talking not about this. They're talking about impeaching the president. This is their answer to serious problems. Oh, let's just impeach Obama. And they're all doing it to raise money. They're not going to impeach anybody.
A great bridge to talking about impeachment. We have a tweet from Josh Earnest, the press secretary, of course. Yep. He tweeted out today, House GOP's wrong priorities. New Whip Scalise won't rule in border vote this week, won't rule out impeachment. And they're trying to raise money on this issue as well.
I have had, in the last 72 hours, 13 messages from the DCCC, from Nancy Pelosi, pushing impeachment, the fear of impeachment, and send money, which is so much more than I've ever received, even during the shutdown. On the Republican side, we have the same thing. People who make money on this, or get people to read their blogs, extremists. This is insane. The Democrats think this is Christmas in August. This is their greatest dream, is to have this happen, because in '98 they know what happened. The country is against it. You have huge majorities of Americans who believe the president has done wrong on managing in terms of how he has tried to rule as a one-man show. And yet the Republicans go immediately into, can we, like lemmings, can we go off the cliff?
Yeah, and I mean, the elections of '98 didn't turn out particularly well.
Well, I worked on those elections.
Exactly, for the Republicans.
Our slogan in the Clinton White House was progress, not partisanship. And we talked about fixing Social Security and keeping the economy going. But neither side here, and John was alluding to it, has a positive agenda to deal with our economy, the border crisis, to the issue with taxation of corporations that are moving overseas for lower taxes. No one's dealing with it. Molly, it is a crisis of confidence, a crisis of democracy.
Where's the Republican alternative to Obamacare? We were told it was coming. It's never happened. They don't want to say, you're mad about Obama. Yeah. You want to impeach him. Okay, look, it's not going to happen. Listen to what we will do if you elect us. That's the program.
Well, the American people also largely, or the majority rather, are opposed to impeachment as well. 61% over 36% here in this latest poll that we're having.
As I said, this is a suicide instinct.
We have to go to break, guys, but there's more on a lot of things coming up. More with the political insiders coming right up next. Our political insiders are back. John LeBoutillier, Pat Caddell, and Doug Schoen. Thanks for sticking with us. Pat, you were just about to make a point. The midterms are looming, and it's all about politics.
Everything's about politics to these people. The Republicans are prepared now to trying to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. They have an election won. Now they're going to introduce what the Democrats are praying for, a deus ex machina. These people are not serious, and the country is going to pay the price.
Well, the president has been criticized heavily for sticking to campaigning schedules and going to fundraisers, that sort of thing. Your thoughts on that, John?
Well, that is a legitimate criticism, as is the idea of suing to have the courts adjudicate whether the executive, Obama, has gone too far in unilaterally changing Obamacare and issuing different deadlines, executive orders. That's legit stuff. That's not crazy to do, all right? But speaking as a political person, we're 3 months from an election. The Republicans should win the Senate this year. The thing that's lacking is they have yet to put forth their prescription for health care. What Doug said, a pro-growth economic plan. They're afraid to say to the country, elect us, we will do this for you. All they want to do is say, Obama's terrible, the Democrats are awful, which they are.
The GOP needs to snag 6 seats to get the Senate. Right. And both sides want to win Senate seats because this comes down to the issues, to winning the issues when it comes to foreign policy, to making a difference when it comes to immigration and health care and everything else.
Molly, what you're saying is the way ordinary American voters think. Tell me what you're going to do about the issues I care about. As Pat and John are saying very clearly, neither party is willing to do that. Both parties play politics, attack, go to fundraisers, send out incendiary emails. Neither side governs from the perspective of getting results. We have a chance this week in the Congress to get results on the VA, on immigration. We're not going to get it. We all lose as a result.
A super quick last word from Pat.
All I have to ask the American people is that you have no interest in what this is about. This is all about them. They don't care. The entire country's on, the world is on fire. In a flame, and we are doing nothing at home or abroad to do what people want. It's all about us, the political class, and the corrupt media.
And people are watching, that is for certain. So we will see what happens in these elections that are looming 100 days from now. Thank you so much, our Fox News political insiders.
Thank you, Molly.
It has been a real pleasure. I really appreciate it. And that is how Fox reports this Sunday, July 27, 2014. I'm Molly Line, in for Harris Faulkner. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.